Gentlemen, joining us now to talk about that and much, much more is Michael Reagan, son of President Ronald Reagan, Newsmax Contributor and author of Lessons My Father Taught Me, The Strength, Integrity, and Faith of Ronald Reagan. Michael, good to talk to you. Of course, check out Michael at Reagan World on Twitter. So, you know, again, I know the cable news has been dominated by the train crash in Hoboken, not far from here. However, had this been a Hillary supporter who was attacked by Trump supporters, they'd find a way to make it a major story. This is outrageous.
Oh, it is outrageous. You're absolutely right. Been a Hillary supporter, been absolutely a different way it would be treated in the press today by many in the media. But on the other side of the equation, I'm not really surprised, because in this election, different than any election I've been part of many, it's not a case I dislike you or I don't support you and your plan and your ideas and where you want to take America. I actually physically hate you. And the Trump people actually hate Hillary Clinton, and the Hillary Clinton people actually hate Donald Trump. And I am very concerned about both of the candidates, in fact, going forward. And if I was President of the United States, I'd be beefing up the Secret Service.
So you're concerned for their safety going forward?
Absolutely concerned for their safety going forward, even more so than the safety of the now president that everybody was concerned with because of the hatred. There was no hatred of Barack Obama. A dislike maybe, don't agree with maybe, and what have you, but there wasn't hatred towards him. And this election is really filled with hate.
All right, interesting, and let's hope that nothing does happen. Of course. All right, let's move on. Barack Obama yesterday was on CNN, and he was talking. He was confronted with the fact that his bill his veto of the 9/11 bill was overrode, I guess, and. He kind of blamed it. He gave a bunch of reasons. It's political. It's this. It's that. But he also said, truth is, a bunch of the people who voted for the bill, they didn't even know what was in it. I mean, he's done this before. He just can't. He just is such a narcissist. He cannot accept anything that doesn't go his way.
Yeah, well, that's Barack Obama. That's why he's been using executive orders all the way through the process, too, because many in Congress wouldn't agree with him on issues that he wanted or things that he wanted to, in fact, get through the Congress of the United States, which he couldn't. So it was by executive order. And here we have 97-1 in the Senate of the United States. And, of course, in the House of Representatives, only, I think, 77 or 78 voted against the override of the veto. I realize it's an election year and this is a touchy issue, 9/11, helping the families and what have you. But the fact of the matter is, hey, Barack, we won this one for the people who were killed on 9/11. Give us a break and quit being, I guess, sniveling and whining about the fact that you lost. You lost. Get over it.
Yep. All right. I assume you saw some of, if not all of, the Oversight Committee hearing yesterday with the FBI director. And I got to tell you, Michael, and I'm going to have much more on this in depth on the Gimme 5. I saw a man, first of all, James Comey, who prior to this whole Hillary thing and prior to his announcement, because even during the Hillary thing, I was pretty confidently said he was above reproach, that he was a smart man, he was an organized man, knew everything inside out. And not only did I watch him make his announcements on Hillary and say there was nothing there, but I watched him yesterday talk about and try to explain away why he gave immunity to 5 people when he really didn't have to. And in fact, it impeded other investigations, according to Congress. But he didn't know. Darrell Issa said, are you familiar with the procedure? We have to give permission to give someone federal immunity, blah, blah, blah. And he said, oh, really? I wasn't aware of that. And I marvel that this man doesn't know the procedure for giving someone federal immunity. He didn't know this. He didn't know that. Oh, did we give that kind of immunity to one of these witnesses? And Issa said, are you kidding? Either he's being evasive and taking a page from Hillary, or he is borderline incompetent from that hearing yesterday.
Yeah, I think that Comey lost a lot of support not only from the conservative side of the equation, but I will tell you this, because I play golf with a whole group of federal Bureau of Investigation people, both retired and
That's
not
a very safe foursome, Michael, yes.
It's a very safe force, especially when I had Secret Service, is safer than that. But the reality is, he's lost a lot of support within the FBI, both from those who are retired and those inside. And I would not be surprised if you're going to see some retirements at the highest level of the FBI going forward to show their disgust with Comey. I think those of us who had great faith in Comey after seeing him yesterday, the last 2 days really, in the Congress of the United States and what he's done with the whole Hillary issue, I think many have lost faith in James Comey and his career. For all intents and purposes, he's put the bad or black mark on it.
Yeah, so you would expect some high-level resignations as time goes on?
I would expect high-level resignations, people who just don't agree with how he got to where he got with the Hillary Clinton issue and giving immunity. Cheryl Mills and the rest of them getting immunity. And
Michael, we're out of time. Yeah, basically that was to get her laptop, which he could have subpoenaed. And by the way, the man who confronted him on that is Louis Gohmert, who will join us next. Michael, check out Michael Reagan at Reagan World on Twitter. Thank you, my friend.
You take care. Bye-bye.
All right, folks, and as mentioned, Louis Gohmert is next.